Thank you so much for staying with us still. Well, politics in Kebbi State is right now what is at the center of our conversation. And what's the hula baloo? There are those who are saying that a former attorney general is playing a significant role and is a significant factor, while some are also, of course, naturally against that one. What's all of that about? Please, let's hear from Usman Mohammed Anache, who is a coordinator, APC Youth League in Kebbi State. He's also chairman of the Grassroots Advocacy for Peace and Good Governance. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, what is really the problem here?
Actually, in Kebbi State, we don't have problem. The APC in Kebbi State has no problem whatsoever. We are peaceful. We are together. We are coordinating. We have no problem in Kebbi State whatsoever in APC. As you said, the former Attorney General, former Minister of Justice, Alhaji Abubakar Chikamalami, son, is Nigerian who has the right to join any political party of his choice. But as far as we are concerned, as at now I'm talking to you, there's no, in any occasion, where he said he has defected from APC or he has joined any political party. So as far as we are concerned, until when you declared that you are out of the party and you have joined another party, that we agree at the APC that yes, you are now not a member of the APC. But as far as we are concerned, he is still a member. Although the Constitution of Nigeria states that you must join a political party before you aspire for any political seat in Nigeria. So as far as we're concerned, he's still in APC. He has not declared that he's no more in APC. He has not declared to another party.
But so why then is this a concern? Because a number of people right now will be wondering, is the influence, the political influence of the former Attorney General a problem to some people? What is it that is giving your league, the Youth League of APC in Kebbi State, concern?
What gives us concern is that we have adopted and we have agreed for His Excellency Comrade Dr. Nasir Idris Kaurangondo, the President Governor of Kebbi State, to continue and to be our candidate in 2027. And we have already recently, on June 12th, did a loyalty walk in Abuja from the old parade ground to the provincial villa, giving our support for showing our solidarity and support to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Aswajibola Ahmed Tinubu, and our Governor, Comrade Dr. Nasir Idris Kaurangondo. So as far as we are concerned, as I told you earlier, actually we are not aware of any candidate declaring his intention publicly or secretly that he is aspiring. So what we did in Kebbi is we adopted the governor, the present governor, to be the next candidate of APC, God willing, in 2027 to repeat the another 4 years. You know, historically in Kebbi, our politics is always peaceful. And as such, if you observe the way the governor is handling the state, whereby we have all the cooperation of every prominent politicians in Kebbi State, they are now together with the governor of Kebbi State. You can recall recently, even our 3 famous senators in Nigeria has now decamped and joined hands with the governor. They are now, all of them, in APC. And all the former governors of the state, they are now together with the governor, working together to see how they will move the state forward. So our politics in Kebbi State, as far as APC is concerned, is stabilized, and we have no problem, whereby all the prominent people from all other political parties have now merged and joined the APC. So the issue of rumors, hearing, or whatever is just from the normal noisemakers who are always making noise that if they didn't make those noise, they may not get. So some of them are noisemakers for almost 40 years. They are still making the same noise. Some of them are crisis creators so that they will create friction between the leaders so that that is the only way they can get. But as far as possible as we are concerned now, inshallah, they are not going to succeed. Our policy is very clear and okay.
Well, Mr. Anache, do these rumors include calls by an ex-APC chairman for the former Attorney General to join the governorship race? Does it also include calls by former governor of Kaduna State for the former Attorney General also to join the governorship race on another political platform? Are those the rumors you're talking about?
That one is their own right to call for anybody to join them. So if the former Kaduna State governor decided to quit APC or to join another party, it is his own fundamental human right to do so. And he has been a minister, he has been a governor under the APC. And if he declared that he's going somewhere, he's free to go. If he wanted to contest for any position, he's free to contest. If he wanted to join any political party, he's free to join. But as far as I'm concerned, and as far as APC League is concerned, and from what we have seen before, and what is happening now, and what we can match together to look at what may happen in the future, believe me, all those merging together of the noisemakers, as I said earlier, will not bring any impact against APC. APC has come in formidably to start. So all those ones, some of them has been tested in one way or the other, being a governor or minister or whatever, and we have seen what they have done. So if they have anything that they forgot in the office or whatever, that they want to or sit president or whatever, let them contest. Let them contest. Already, even before some of them didn't win the election based on their own credibility. They win the election based on the credibility of General Muhammadu Buhari as at that 2014-2015 election. So now, if they can test their own ability now on their own without using somebody's name or somebody's ability, let them go ahead. That one is not a problem. Already democracy, don't forget, is not a one-party system. So there must be opposition parties. So in democracy, there must be multiple parties, there must be multiple contestants. But I tell you, I told you, inshallah now, what we are seeing and what we have in ground, President Aswaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu has already got over 75 to 80% of Nigerians, as I'm talking to you today. With Comrade Destinatu Gwandu here in Kebbi State, we don't have any problem, and we don't have expect any contestant to bring us any challenges, meaningful challenges in the future, inshallah.
In your response to at least two of my questions this morning, you have talked about noisemakers. Who are these noisemakers?
Those, we have people in Nigeria who are always criticizing whatever the effort or whatever the ruler that comes in. But instead of bringing positive and tangible changes to the country to move forward, they only sit down and continue criticizing. So some of them criticized Shagari in 1979. Some of again, they still criticize General Olusegun Obasanjo in 1999. They still criticize the 7-point agenda of President Yar'Adua. They still criticize President Goodluck Jonathan. They still criticize the renewal hope agenda of President Aswaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the transformation agenda of Comrade Nasir Kaurungwandu, and they are still making noise. So since their own job is to make noise, they will continue making the noise, and inshallah, Aswaju will continue in 2027.
I see that you don't want to mention any names, and I know my colleague in Abuja will want to join this conversation as well. But no, it would seem like even the person you are talking about, the Attorney General you're talking about, Abubakar Malami, hasn't really spoken about whether or not he has defected, has he?
That's what I'm saying. That as far as we are concerned, he's still an APC member. He has never, even one time, even on one occasion, declared that he's not
Do you
an
think
APC.
it might be a good idea for him to come out and say it himself, so that at least everybody will not be in doubt, and then maybe these noisemakers can keep quiet?
And he's not among the noisemakers. He is not. He is not the one.
No,
He is
I'm not
not
saying
among
that
the
he is one of them. I'm saying
identifying.
that so that at least the
He has
noisemakers can keep quiet once he comes out
he has
himself to speak.
and said it, that is fine. And it is on fundamental human right.
Okay.
Is
All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Progressives Congress. However, there are those who have seen him lead the emergence or the re-election of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you really see, or do you really believe that he's really with your party going forward in the next elections?
Actually, the first statement you have started, I didn't have it. I only had the end of the question. Can you repeat the question, please?
Asking, I was saying that the former Attorney General has been saying openly liaising with members of a coalition, and it does appear that he has been speaking, to that effect. And there are those who are reading that as him not being in support of the APC, especially the presidential ambition of the current president for the next elections. You're not interpreting his movements like that, are you?
No.
You're not interpreting his movements like that, are you?
No, you can't interpret the body language in politics. You cannot do politics in isolation or in a room. You cannot judge someone from his body language in politics. You allow him to declare. There is no way you can contest without declaring your intention, without joining a party, without going for a primaries election, without being elected under a party platform. So if you said you are judging somebody from his body language, you are making a wrong judgment. What of if he's using the body language to work for the APC? So you cannot judge someone from his body language until when he declared openly, which he must do if he want to contest on any party. So we don't want to judge anybody from his body language. What we know is he's a member of APC and he is still in APC. That's what we know.
Whilst you are getting new members, because we know that 3 senators defected from the PDP to the APC, we also know that the APC suspended a former House of Reps member, as well as 9 other people in Koko local government area of the state. I don't know if you want to speak to that, because what could they have done? Were they caught doing anti-party activities?
You are not talking of suspending people within the local government level. You are not talking of the governors that are defecting and joining APC, that are defecting from other parties joining APC. You are not talking of the senators that are defecting from other parties to APC, House of Representatives, House of Assembly members. You are not talking of all this. So in any politics, what we want is at least the maximum point is 90 to 95. And you know now, APC has almost 98 because you are now referring the issue of issues of party in the local government area. So look at the vast nation. When you compare it with 1 or 2 local government of Koko, whatever, it's insignificant. Even though in politics, single vote is very important.
You know,
yes,
I'm very surprised, and I'm happy that you've also mentioned the fact that, you know, in politics, the single vote is important. And you are the coordinator of the APC Youth League in Kebbi State, and also the chairman of the Grassroots Advocacy for Peace and good governance. You understand just how important it is for the people at the grassroots to be happy. So when you talk about, this just being a local government, one or two local governments affected by this suspension, do you think that it will leave people at the grassroots happy?
No, I'm not saying it's just. What I'm saying, if you compare the crisis in other parties and look at what is in APC, you definitely know that we don't have crisis in APC. Because when you see the other parties that are even moving to Supreme Court judgment, going against Supreme Court judgment, two Secretary Generals of the Federation boxing together, and all other things that are happening in other parties, you will definitely know that APC has no crisis. So one local government is not a just to a political party. I'm not saying they are just, but what I'm saying is the crisis you are referring, if the whole nation is with us and we are having only one local government or two with issues, then we are with us. And we are having only one local government or two with issues, then we are with us. And we are having only one local government or two with issues, then we are with. Most of these things you see are definitely always I told you earlier, there is no way in politics, especially in democracy, that you have it all. There must be some other political parties. But what we want is to get the majority. When we get the majority, we have already won the election. So that is our own prayer. It's not that we must take the whole Nigeria or whatever, but inshallah, we are taking the majority of the vote. And by grace of God, by 2027, we are coming back victorious, inshallah.
So where do we go from here, Mr. Anache?
We're heading to the election in 2027. And inshallah, we are going to iron any of the little issues that we have in the party. So by grace of God, we are heading towards new Nigeria. So if you look at the renewal hope agenda of Mr. President, who is touching all parts of the country, irrespective of the region, irrespective of the zone. For example, in my own area, you look at our own road from Ilele and Sokoto State, pass through Kebbi State to Lagos. From Lagos to Calabar, Nigerian triangle, very easy access to land transport for the first time in Nigeria. And for the first time, they are doing a concrete road from Sokoto to Gusau to Funtua to Zaria, linking Kaduna. So this is the first time we're having this type of project in the Northwest. And don't forget, the leadership of Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje is yielding results. You will see that his own passion for the party and the respect for others, making everybody, every prominent Nigeria now coming and join the APC. So we must appreciate our national president. And our national president of APC Youth League, Comrade Olamide Lawal, is also doing a good job. You can see the way we gather in Abuja for loyalty work. So our loyalty is absolutely to President Aswaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Don't forget, the title of Jagaba was originated from Kebbi. It was from Kebbi that we get the title of Jagaba through the prominent politicians here at Kebbi, Alhaji Ali Babudu. He is the one who suggested for the name, and Alhamdulillah, the late Anturu awarded the title to the President of the Federal Republic. And you can see now, he is Jagaba of Nigeria. So he is doing the Jagaba, meaning the one that is always leading at the front. And that is what is happening. And by that time, he was Lagos State governor.
And all of these, one of the most important things that we hope we will see in the coming days, Mr. Mohammed, is that the youths that you are speaking for and representing on this program this morning will be properly mobilized so that they can be put to better use and not to all of the things that are not as complementary to the nation as one wants. We have to thank you very much for your time this morning. Usman Mohammed Anache, who is the coordinator, APC Youth League in Kebbi State. He's also the chairman, Grassroots Advocacy for Peace and Good Governance. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.